It's going to be super quiet. It's really super quiet. I'm really lucky. I richly deserve to have tinnitus. But I'm lucky because I haven't. I've got the other thing, which is that I'm basically deaf, which is actually preferable. And I do know people with tinnitus. It's a love song. They found us in the courtyard, in the shade. Just in our last few moments, and then the end came. They took us back to the airstrip in that beaten up car, and we rattled across the African scrublands in silence. Our hands locked together, and with cold steel cuts. Sometimes I wish it was still that way. Faithless days, I was born alone and lucky, and I'm just used to it that way. My dice still roll in sixes, and you're still turn up ones, and I have taken my good fortune, and I've run, and I've run. But I always swore that I'd come back for you. Is it too late now to come back for you? Now beneath this lonely junction on the northbound M6, we spray our words of signature on a concrete bridge. And between the words of wisdom and the slogans of despair, someone's just gone and written, I'm sorry there. But I always swore that I'd come back for you. Is it too late now to come back for you? The only one that I can love. I'll do one without music actually. This is about 20 years old, but it's kind of the moment. You could be there on a dark October night, waiting for the moment to be swimming across a freezing river, holding a plastic bag of belongings just out of the water, climbing up the banks on the other side, hiding in the trees so cold that you hardly show was the target. On the heat-seeking gear of the border control being made, you're another one over, sleeping on a bench in a railway station in the heart of Europe, haven't eaten anything for 2 days straight. But where there's a will, there's always going to be a way. And every door is guarded, and every guard costs money, so the women are bought and kept, raped and sold as slaves, because the family borrow from the man, and the man has always got to be repaid for the deals at the borders and the fake IDs and the stolen passports, all locked away while the women are working and gagging down on their knees. And somewhere in the back of Terminal 3, in the clogged up corridors of the immigration authorities, whole families with the wrong bits of paper are waiting to be sent back to where they came from, escorted by officials out across the tarmac, with their wristbound tight with cable ties behind their backs. Well, it's dawn and there's fog in Rotterdam Harbour, and the guard's on his break and the dogs are chained by the wire. Three figures come out from behind the cranes, making across the train tracks. Clamber aboard a Panamanian freighter, headed for the Isle of Grain, find a place to hide in a stack of containers. Another payload of world trade, because goods are free to move, but not people. Oil is free to move, but not people. Jobs are free to move, but not people. Money is free to move, but not people. And today, they got a man hauled up the truck in the port of Calais. We watch him in silence as they lead him away, clutching at his battered suitcase. But his face betrays him, lost and scared and defeated, sitting in the back of the white Port Authority van. Well, where do any of us come from? It's pretty hard to say. While high in the sky above us tonight, the bombers are heading the other way, south